And then I have been cleaning up this drawing a little bit. There was some funny text here from the entity marker, if you remember. So all the one that have from the room have this funny text very long. Look crazy. I tried to select them, delete, and then Control Z to see if they fixed themselves, but they didn't. So then I deleted them again, and then I inserted one more time. I also think this kitchen was brownish, but I might change my mind. So I feel, okay, all this room is for long time stay. So then I make them all same color. And I did the same with the bedroom in second story. There's no reason why they should be green. And this is gray. I don't know what color this is. This is black. But with 80% it looks gray. This is gray, and with 80% transparency, there's not much color left there. So then we have this, and there were also some measurement that I jumped from foundation wall and up in plan 0 to the wall in first floor, plan 1. So I fixed that. And this crazy text, I think, come from the DXF file, the map. Because I never used this kind of text, it looks stupid. So I mess around with that for, I don't know, 1 hour fixing it up. I also have this measurement was repeated in here, so I deleted that one. This one looks stupid when they stand out here 50 centimeters away, so I move them into the same line like the rest. Here I move with the text, this one and this one, I believe, or maybe that, because they stand in a, for me, stupid place. So now it should be ready for print. I have looked through them, so you can go here, and this is the one. No, this 2, 3 I move because everything else on here stand ½ meter away from the wall. Why should they be 1 meter away? Make no sense. And then I have plan 1. This is the text. This I moved a little bit. And this. We don't have the stair on here. No, I don't need it. Now you also see that I changed the color on everything here. And in plan 2, it's the same thing. Change the color. And in section A, I also need to change the dimension on the text on dimension. Maybe it can be bigger. That was down to 7 millimeter or whatever it was. And then I have font. Here I need to put on this, what's the name of this? Fence wall. Because they show a hole there that we can test. Let's think about one thing now. The fence wall or something like that. Flow, footprint cut. No, it was not. It was something about fence. I don't remember. What's the layer name there? Ah, stone fence. Okay. In this one, I don't want to see the stone fence. This is the only place I have it, because it is to hide something. Stone fence, this one. And that was this stupid marker. It made connection to that wall. I could mask it with put a white brush over and stuff like that, but if the people who print it later don't have the same setting for changing color or not, it will turn black. So then I just leave it, but I can think about something that this wall have auto cleanup on. Maybe it's this one. Take away this, how will it look then? I can live with that. If it don't show now in front, I didn't. So then I put it back on again. Stone fence. At least it makes sense when it stands like this, but this is the only place we have it. If I have them back, it will cover about here something. And the same in right and left. We will see it coming down maybe, cover part of it, and I don't want that. So then I have to live with it, even if I don't like it. This, and then the seat map is on, that one is on, and then perspective picture, they are still here. So then it is one thing more we have forgot. I have forgot. It is the area in second story. There is something there too. Take away this, I take away that one, and I don't want to see the roof. Wouldn't be that difficult. I don't want to see the room, and I don't want to see the entity marker. I want to see this EUA, internal user area, this one. I need something similar for this story too. But now we need to think about some heights and stuff, but if we first make it, I mean, what is special, that's good. Then I can be on by entity on the wall, and I want to have a rectangle that go from V to V, and we need to have a edit, and I add the node here, and I go to J, and I add the node here, also to J. I need to add the node. I don't know where that will be. It will be about here. Add the node that way. This and this, then I think we have it, and I go to segment. But this one need to go out here to J, and this one should go here to J. But then also in this room, there should be an E wall, I don't care the order. That meaning this and this need to be able to move out. This is full height, so I need to add one more point here. Then I go back to node. Edit node, and I add one more here to the V. Then I'm ready, but first we need to figure out how much should this going in here. It will be the same on this and this and this, but this one will be different. We also need to figure out where I'm from. We have this rule: if there's more than 3 meters, then they're calculating there is a plan upside down, and then it is if it's if we should measure it or not. If it's a too small area, then we don't calculate it. But that we can find on the section, at least part of it. So then I go to the section. We have this 1.9 meter here. And from this point, from B to that B, the 31. If I use the other one, it helps. 1 to 50. Okay. Let's see one more time. From B to the B. And then I copy this one and put it there. So 1567 from the center and out on each side. 1567. Then I draw a line from this. We can move from M just outside here someplace, and we can offset where am I now? I'm in model space. Thus the distance should be 1567 this way and that way, and then we should have 600 millimeter more. So then I go back and I tap and I say 600. This is the area we should adjust it to. So I go to Edit Tool, select the polyline, and I go to Segment. This one should go to J. This one should go to J. And this one go to J. Why did I take this one? No, that's this one. J. By system, this would be the same. Yeah, has to be the same. Or do it. I'll go back again to section. This, yeah, because we take from center and out and 60. So that will be the same no matter what. I'll take this one again. I'll take this to J. And this one is not correct, so I'll take this to J. Then we have it. This is the area in second story that's worthy for calculation as usable area. Then I delete this 3, 4, or whatever it was. I say this one can be black, and it can have a brush that is solid, and it should be yellow, and it can have 80%. So this area we need to calculate. This should also be connected to property set. That name areas. Okay. This one I don't have. Okay. I take this and I copy it out here. Press Control. And I take away the 80%. Seems like I have done this here. No, this is not orange anymore. This is... What is this? I cannot read it. And this also some of this crazy text. I want to have this on 80%. And this one. This is going to be EUA 1 and that's going to be 2. Then I go here and I change the name. EU, this one. One. And I have it on this and I make a new, then it should be 2. Then I say this one should be in, I go to the bottom, or there would be on 2. I think I have it here too. That should also be in this number 2. Entity marker there, I delete. And then I insert it one more time. Area entity marker. And I say I want to be plain by wall. And I take this, and this, and this. I don't have it here. In first floor. I think. Go and check this just in case. No. So then I delete it. Delete. And that is the area we need for the house. And we can maybe also place it in a way that makes sense. Then I want to have a line from M over here. And this one I want to have D in M. And then up there to J. And delete that line. Now they're standing in the same system. What you need to figure out is this thing, because you haven't calculated here. That you can figure out in the font. Very funny, when I take off the wall here, then it also happens. In this it shouldn't. Anyway, this, no, it's too small. It's not, never going to. If I draw a line, it is on this point here. I can make it here. From nearest to there. What was that? It's the dimension, okay. So draw a line that out. Well, this is the top of the wall. Nearest. I don't know what I mean, but nearest. There, over here. And then we should take this 220. Now this is 24663. 26663 was it? 3, 1, 2, 3 minus 2663. 3, 1, 2, 3 minus 2663 divided on 50 is 6.74. So then we can say I want to take this up 6.74. Delta y 6 point, no, not delta, and delta y 6 point, was it 7.4? I forgot that. Yeah, 6.74. And then we can see the room going up to about here. So I take a measure and I'm in this 1 to 50, yes. And then I measure from nearest to this is the construction, about here. There's only 1 meter, so meaning this area is nothing. There need to be more than 1.9 meter. So then it was correct, we don't need to calculate anything. This and delete. So then we know this is okay. But for some stupid reason I need to have the layer on, even if I say override the layer's visibility. Yeah, let's just check it. So it shouldn't act like this. So then I go into put the layers on. The room don't have problem with this. And I go and check it again. This looks okay. This is okay. This is okay. This also, if I zoom out. Und we have looked at back, right, and left. Yeah, they're all okay. And then we can look at what was the plan to look at today. We got this grid, and like many things, they are controlled here in selection info palette. There is something named keep horizontal. So if I place this, I can rotate it. If I press shift, I still can rotate it. So what that is, I have no idea. It has no effect. That's the only thing I know. So I'll take this away. And it's also important to click on this, create default block. I didn't see it get marked. If I go out again, I say this, and I want it for 1000, but then divide it on 50, it will be 20. So I want them on 20 by 20, and I want this to make the block, and I snap to the V here, V. There's a V. Why can't I use the snap now? Okay, then I use running snap now. There's a snap point there, and I go to the next point. I can say nearest, I hope. I say I want it to snap there. And I want it to go and snap to nearest there. So I come straight. And then the third point is to drag it out. So I can take it here. That's okay. And then I'm finished. The spacing here is 1 unit. So for me it's 1 millimeter, so that's pretty small. For English it would be 1 inch, I assume. I don't know. But anyway, this grid we can adjust. The size should not be 1 millimeter. I want it to be 20. And I also want it to be 20 in wide. Now they are 1 by 1 meter. And I only want to see the left side. So I take away this other one. The keep horizontal, I don't know what it is about. So we have this, and I drag it a little bit over. I don't want it to cover. That should be okay, I think. So then we have this. I don't show anything of this. Now I only have the net. It's a little bit big, so I can take it up to here also. I think that should be okay. But I want to have this axis on. So then I have to go here and I say the block is default grid bubble. I was playing with this, or maybe they don't look. No, they didn't. What I changed in it still work, but we should go in there and look anyway. The extension, I don't know how much. We can try with 10 millimeter. Yeah, and then the scale, 25. I think that should be okay. I have been in there and say it should use the quadrant point here instead of it was in here someplace. And if I take this now, if I say I want to see the bottom, you see now it's standing next to it, and that was a stupid choice for me. But from this it would be perfect, but not in general. So that's why I should go back again to the block. And I go, we can just release this. And I go to the block, there, and there. Edit. This normally only have this. So I copy it, and I can see here. I can delete this. This is more easy to show. Delete. I want to have copy. This only telling the number. So I want to have the label there. And this is 2 millimeter or 0.2. So I copy it. Delta Y 0.2. And this one will then be minus 0.2. But that will be too big. They come outside the circle. I don't like that. So I say this 2. I'm saying this shift. Should be 0.50. But then I also want to move it. This one can coming up. 0.05. And now I have copy on. Yay. Delete that one. And this one should coming down 0.05, and then it should be minus, thank you. Like this. This is, I would write the K for kvotehøyde, but we just call it terrain line, so TL in the text. There. So I write TL. And this I write meter over ocean, harbor. So then it will be height about ocean, HAB. You know yourself what that should be, so then you do it whatever you have in your country. H, I write it really small, HOB, height about ocean, head, AO. Now, I'll make it in the end. Then we have this can, no, I want that to be big. This I hope will become small. I can also set this, should not be there, it should be in the center of extent. That's not easy to take here. So I say D in C. I take off this stupid. Like this, and then I say go to block again, and I say OK. And now you see this have changed. No, it don't. What is that distance? And also it have A, B, C, D here. And that means you will have 1, 2, 3 there. I don't want that. I can take it. I go to selection info. I wanted to have the A here. And I want to have it with the number here. Enter. And now you see how the number. But we know this point on the reach here, that 23, 130. So I have this, and I say D is nearest, and I move it straight up to nearest. Didn't I do that? No. Up to nearest here. J then. That didn't work, so it was to nearest. That is correct. That's 23. 2, 21, 20, 19, 17. I lost it. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. I started on 14. This, and we also know that was 23, 130, 24. Yeah, it will be the same anyway, I think, doesn't it? I need to have it here, or I start on 13, or I start on 15. Then it will be correct. No, I start on 13. Then it is correct. Coming down to 13 meters in the end. That should be about 16 meters, shouldn't it? The street is about 16 point something. This need to be something else. Hmm. 21, 22. At least it was 23. If I go back again to model space, I didn't like that because I was in there. And we open this, what it called? Map. Sicht map. That's only the big one. Yeah, not that one. Then is the map here. There I have this picture I want to see. Yeah, 23, 30. And it's 16 down on the road. and a 17 up here. Okay. At least it is 23 there, so then it can be whatever it will be further down. So then I want to lift this up 130, and 130 divided on 50 is 2.6. So then I say this grid I want to lift up 2.6, and delta y 2.6, and that is correct. No, I lift it down, of course. Control Z. I want to have it in minus 2.6. That is correct. Only think this is 20. If there's something, in my opinion, that's not right. Why? Nearest to nearest. Plus 846 is not correct size, that's why. That should be 20. This also should have been 20. Because I adjusted it and then it take the number. That's gone. There. And now we should take it down 20. Yeah. Delta y minus, no, 22, yeah, 20. There, who knows? I say escape. I say this D is in nearest. I press shift, maybe that can help. Yeah, that did help. I say nearest, and then I say minus 2.6. I should be correct. It's still inside here, we don't need all this thing. I take this, I lift it up, and I need to change this again. But then it will jump down again, I assume. Nope, it's that. Now starting here on 13. This, yes, it did. I'm not used to this thing. Should be 20. This point, D in nearest, and as you go down, I put the shift to make it straight down. I release the shift and say nearest. Go down there. Way too low, but hey ho, I don't care to adjust it anymore on board. This was not correct. And now I stand on the ridge, and then as you're going down, minus 2.6, that is correct. Even if I don't like it goes this much down, but we can adjust it later, because I don't want to see this net. I want to see only the horizontal line, so then I select it with the edit tool. And then I can have some choice, but you see now there is nearly no choice at all. I want to take away all this, I only want the horizontal. So that means I need to go on X spacing, and I have to say that should be manual. And now you see we get a lot of dots in here. So that means I want to make a selection window around all this, and I want to delete them all. That is the line I want. And that's why I wonder if I also say this should be, oh, they are way too big. Y dimension. If I say 200, I have a reference point over here someplace. 200. It didn't work so good here. Maybe like this. There are 200. I want to not cover the text, so I say it should go here. That works like a charm. This, but I want to take this 2 line away. Is that possible? It did have a point there, but not anymore because we moved it. Reference point. It's always funny when things work. What happened? This is a grid. I have its reference point there. I want to select it with the edit tool. Why can't I select it with the edit tool? I can select it with normal. If I also say Y spacing is manual, and then edit tool, no. Won't let me take it. Because I also deleted the last one out here, I think. Okay. Control Z, Control Z. What more did we do? Control Z, Control Z. There, I'm back. Edit this. I don't want to delete this last line anymore. Seems like it didn't like it. And I say I want to have all the points like this, and then delete those. Delete grid line. I want to say this also should be manual, and then I can delete this, I hope. This is the reference point. I don't want to see this 2 in the bottom there. So I try like this. Maybe it don't like me anymore, I don't know. But I say delete. I stand down there all the time, that's okay. Then I know. And I can select this, and I say I want to have a tin color, light blue. And I want it to be a hidden line. I don't want to see this. It should not be the most important thing in the drawing, but we should be able to see the level of everything. So that is correct. It's not perfect because of this, because we should have started more up there. But I can take this and I can make that as a symbol also. So the reference is there, and I drag it in here, and I can say architecture grid underscore 250. Then we know that. Like this. Oh God. It should be inside my styles, like we have this, create on the TCV, and save. And then we have it. Then I can go into the back, and I can drag this, update thumbnail, there we have it, and create, and yes. And I can take this, I drag it in here, about here. Name block, yes. I don't know exactly what it means, but yes. Then I say reference point D is in N, and that you go down to N, and then as you're going down minus 2.6, minus 2.6, and there we have this. Yeah, maybe stupid to take away this, but I did so. But now, on the next one, we don't see this line, so I need to figure out something else to measure it for. I think we can use the bottom, and that's a 16, and there can be from nearest to nearest. There's 438. We can make that bigger. The text height can be 200. 438. Then I go to the right, and I insert it again. It should be about here. Put it over here. Yes, I don't know what it means about that. I have to see if I can find that someplace. Then I take this and I say D in nearest, this one, and I go straight down and say to N, and now it's coming up 438, and that should be correct. What happened? Must be some 0 too much there or something. 438 divided on 50. 438 divided on 50. 8.76. It should go up. 8.76. There we have it. Yeah. Like this. And I have the next one also, that's left. And I drag it in again, and it is about here. About there. I can take it there. Yes, whatever it means. D in nearest to nearest, and the measurement we should have was 8.76. So delta y 8.76, enter. Then we have done it, and people can know what it is. Some place they only want a small mark with this little bit out here, but some district they wanted to show everything. Also included the terrain to the border. That should be by system everywhere in Norway. And some places I need to show on the map also where I take the section line, so they are crazy about it, but okay. It's different from area to area, how 100% correct everything needs to be. As you set the reference point on the chimney, that will be the same on everyone. Something to remember next time. But then we are ready to print it. Everything is look okay. We have check and double and triple check. Should we put on the terrace here? Yeah, this makes no sense. I think we should do that. That is terrace 1. It is on here. What is it? Chimney deck 1. So then I go to selection info and I find deck 1. That was OK. And this stair on the outside is not here. That has the name of outside stair or stair outside. Stair 1, stair outside. Okay. But we want to have, there should be an arrow here, but okay. It's too short. But what's important now, you see all the doors closed. On the plan drawing, I want to have all the doors open, so people can see the direction and see the swing, the arch. So, can I do this here, or can I do it just, no, I need to go out, I think. This I don't need, that was only to double check. I close. I take this, and I want to open all door, all layers on. Yeah, and then I say Control T, D for door, OK, and I say every one of them should be opened for the basic, and they should be 50% off. Sometime, that was it. And then I can go to plan 1, and that is how I want it to look like. So that is correct. Then I go, first of all, I save. Long time since I saved now. I go and say print. I have Turbo PDF, as you know. I want to print QE. I only wanted 3 first, the plan. That's the only thing I want to print now. And I say print. And there they come now. I don't touch anything here now. I go back again to TurboCAD. To model space. Control T, D for door, OK, and then I close them up. Like this, and yeah, I go back here. They are now closed, and I print QE again. I say all, but I don't want the model space, I never want that. I don't want the plan because I already have that. The rest I want. And also you see everything here Turbo. It happens sometimes they change name to something strange. But then it's only go to the first one, select this and select the printer. If we select the first one, everyone else down here will follow. Then we don't need to go on each single one. It was this, how I get away from that again now, escape. And then I say print. And now that it's finished, I go over to Turbo PDF and I save it. I want it inside the drawing, yes, and it's PDF house 3, and I can say all. I normally do that if it's a full set of everything. Then we have them here. And I can go and say I want them to fit page. So I can go page down No, I cannot. I can scroll down. I had the foundation, first floor, second floor, the section, the front, back, right, left, the map, the other map section, or the perspective. Then we are at the bottom. Then we are finished, then we are done what I plan to do today. There's only some small stuff left. We'll try to make some table, collecting doors, window, stuff like that. That's what's left next time. So I say I go back to TurboCAD. I go to model space, zoom my stamp, and I save the drawing. I think maybe I should use something that show more here. The main thing we did today was this one. This I will save as a picture to use on the video. I think yes.